How do I start my first small tilapia fish keeping, breeding, trading business? Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome again to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so today I'll share in a little bit as to how you actually go about starting your tilapia fish keeping experience. I never knew that this experience would have actually blossomed to where I'm at right now. I'm able to actually trade tilapia as small as these to as large as probably a juvenile that's 3.5 inches, right? I don't do much of that because they don't reach that size. I normally like trade them within 1 inch. Okay, so how do I actually start actual tilapia fish keeping, breeding, trading, or probably a personal space? You want some tilapia. How do you start? Okay, first you'll need a few containers, but let's go step by step. What's the first thing you do? Okay, first thing you need one container to start with. Probably a half cut drum like this, a half cut 55-gallon cut drum like this. You could start with this. What's the next thing you do? You prepare the drum so as to facilitate your tilapia. So let's say you're gonna start in the week from Sunday, ending on Saturday. How can I actually reach from having empty drum to having a few tilapia in a container looking like this after a few weeks? Alright, so the first thing you need, as I said before, you would need a small container like this. And some persons might be against all these principles in which I am actually sharing with you, but you're starting. Alright, this is not your end, right? This is the start. So you're gonna purchase what you call fingerlings, and I would advise you start with 12 fingerlings, maximum 2 dozen. That's 24. You're gonna start with 12 fingerlings, and you're gonna divide your 12 into 2 batches. Before you actually get the fingerlings, you have to ensure that the fingerlings are not monosex. So if you are in Jamaica, you cannot get these fingerlings from RADA, that's the Rural Agricultural Development Agency. You can't get it from them, right? You're gonna have to get it from persons like me or persons who actually trade them. Reason being, RADA actually trades tilapia that are monosex, right? That means they are pure males. The purpose is for you to actually grow them on a large farm, and as soon as they reach the age of maturity, you will actually harvest them, and then you will trade them, and then you go back to RADA and you'll get more, right? Okay, so after going through all of that, right, you'll get the container, get the water, and the water will be left in the in the half cut 55-gallon drum. The water will be left in that space for probably about 4 days, and that's the water from the pipe, right? Okay, that's the water from the pipe, right? And this is the process by which you go about getting what you call aquarium safe or fish safe water. All right, so after the 1 week, notice I have not said anything about filtration, right? After the 1 week, remember you're starting. After the 1 week, you're gonna get some plants, right? You're gonna preferably Elodea densa will work good, right? So you get some Elodea densa, right? Or some rigid plants that they won't consume that easily. If you get water lilies that float on top of the water, after a while you're gonna see them die. dry up, get yellow, and just sink to the bottom. Reason being, the tilapia actually consume their roots, so they are gonna die eventually. And I did a video on that, and I guess you have watched that because this video is coming after that. All right, okay. So after you have gotten the plants, container, the water there, then you actually go and source your tilapia fingerlings. Now the tilapia fingerlings that can breed, you're gonna actually get them at a higher price than the mono 6. Right, the mono 6 tilapia is very cheap, right? Uh, the I can't give you the rational reason why, but they are very cheap. So if you are just in it for like breeding and selling, you just want to experience, you can go the rather route. However, if you want to blossom into a small backyard agribusiness, tilapia, and I'm going into the aquaponics system in a few weeks time, you will see that experience. You're gonna need to get those tilapia that can actually breed, so you're gonna need male and female, right? All right, so after getting those tilapia, what you're gonna be doing, you're gonna be grouping them in groups of 12. It works best when you're starting out small, as a small, tilapia fish farmer, and you are starting your broodstock very small, and you don't want to start your broodstock too large, because if it starts too large, you're not going to get your fries. No, these are some tilapia. They are hiding. I've just fed them. They're gone to the bottom, right? Now I have about 3 dozen juvenile, yeah, between fingerlings and juvenile tilapia in this space. I was able to get about 8 fries swimming an evening like this. When I came home feeding them, I saw them floating at the top, right? Now, usually a tilapia female would, whether small or large, will give me roughly between 24 to 36 fries. I only got 8. The pond mates actually consume the babies, most of the babies. So therefore, if you are like you want to breed them to actually make profit, it's best if you have them in small spaces. So as soon as the babies are actually swimming, you can actually see them and extract them from that space. If you have them in like probably 2 dozen, 3 dozen, I'm going to say that those are going to be a broodstock. They're going to breed, and you're going to use the babies to actually manifest and get some more monies. You're going to wait a long while, because they stop eating the babies, or they stop eating. Right, so the juveniles and the fingerlings will actually consume the babies. That's the fry, up until probably they reach about roughly between 3 to 5 months, right? After that, you should not have a problem, because their main thrust right there after about 5 months, 6 months, is to practically breed. So they will be busy breeding, that they won't have time to be consuming other fish fries, right? So after about that time, then now you should be okay. But you want to have continuous supplies of fries, so therefore you're gonna need several spaces, right? You're gonna need several containers, right? You're gonna also need to supervise the containers to see when the fries are actually swimming, to remove them. That's the reason why I suggest that you have at least 12 fingerlings in each space, and then now gradually as they grow larger, you will move them all to a larger space. Now the larger they get, the more aeration the space is within the space needed, because the more aeration as they get larger encourages them to actually grow along with the quality feed that you are actually feeding them, right? Now my tilapia that are here are being, I call it, the space is being filtered using a what I call it now, a submersible pump. I have shown you this in several videos. I will do another detail instruction as to how this is done when I actually reach the spot where in which I explain about the aquaponics and the nature of the setting up, right? Showing you the dynamics of all. A lot of work is needed, and I will be showing you that in short order. Now, as the space become populated with tilapia, right? Mark you, within the day one, right? That is the Sunday. Remember, we're talking about Sunday to Saturday, right? They're gonna, the container is gonna be washed. You're gonna have water there for the fish. You're gonna place plants in it. Then you're gonna get the fingerlings, right? So you start that week, right? Now after that week, you're gonna be feeding them. You're gonna be feeding them regularly, 3 to 4 times per day, right? Now, as soon as they get to probably about 3 inches, you're gonna pay keen attention to them. See if you can spot the male and the female. Use my videos in which I have shared with you about behavior and looking at them, looking at the underneath, looking at the anus, the holes there, and trying to see if you can identify the males and the females. Right, the males will actually dig the nest, and the females will usually go hide. Right, so you look for those fish, and if you want, you can put them in smaller groups, and the smaller the groups, ensuring that it's male and female, the smaller the groups is more fry you will actually get. Now, as you get the fries, you're gonna group the fries, and you're gonna tag the containers that you group the fry. So if you group the fry, let's say March the 1st, you got 24 fry from this container, right? You're gonna put all those fry in a space, and you're gonna mark March the 10th, March the 1st, right? And then you're gonna mark the containers going down, right? So each fry have a particular date in which, each container have a particular date in which you have actually extracted the fry. Now going down the line, you're gonna be moving the fries, the larger container, every 28 days. Now, as you reach to the last 28 days, which will be probably about 7 to 8 months, they're gonna go into, well, I would keep mine up to about probably about 4 months in one of these containers. At 5 months, they would go in a tote, right? And then 6 months, I would strategize as to the aggressive ones in one space, the larger ones in one space, and the small ones, because they're gonna still outgrow each other, right? So you move them according to that, right? And then you can strategize as to, okay, I'm gonna harvest these ones, right? I'm gonna actually put these to breed. I am actually going to be selling these. You can organize your thing like that, and what you find is that you will never be out of tilapia babies. And not being out of tilapia babies mean you are never yet wanting for fries, and that's one of the reasons why my tilapia fries might seem expensive, but once you purchase tilapia fries from me, these are some goldfish I have, right? Once you purchase tilapia fries from me, I can guarantee that you'll not come back, because those fries in which I've actually sold you, or fingerlings in which I've sold you, or juveniles in which I've sold you, after 9 months guarantee, you'll see babies, and if you play your cards right, you should actually be having your own brood stock, developing a system that you can strategize, make monies, or practically just feed your family, right? And you can actually use that so as to go into further in aquaponics or aquaculture, in which I'll be doing that in a few weeks, right? I'll be getting my pump very shortly, and I will be demonstrating to you what I do so as to ensure that my aquaponics or my aquaculture system works, right? You also need quality feed. I spoke to you about that in videos before, right? We need to talk about quality feed, how you manage the feed, and where you get your feed. And I know that some feed traders might be expensive, but to tell the truth, the expensive feed are normally the ones that give you better results. The cheap ones let the water get stink, and you're gonna have to change water regularly. And if the water is too stink, the fish will not die, but you're gonna find that the yield as far as fries are concerned, and the quality of the meat, if you allow them to get large in that, won't taste so well, won't feel so well, and it just, the texture won't be that nice, right? And you can hit me up, and I can give you other guidance as to how to start a tilapia fish farm, how it can be what I call it, a profitable venture, how it can be a sustainable venture in the back of your yard. Tilapia fish food, or should I say food fish, right? is the way to go. I'm a teacher by profession, and trust me, um, being in the classroom in the days, you know, teaching people pitney, as people would say, and coming home to do this task is a task. However, what gives me joy more time is when I'm able to follow through on a commitment in actually trading some fish, get some monies, and I can actually say, yes, this is really indeed a profitable venture, right? And yeah, the experience is good. Experience is good. Thank you very much for stopping by, guys. I fill you in more on tilapia fish farming in Jamaica. I find that this is one of the most captivating series. It's going on roughly nearly 2 years now, and um, it's going on strong, and it's good. Thank you very much for stopping by, guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Catch you next time. Bye bye.